Hello and welcome to the Mushroom Murder Trial podcast, your source for coverage. My name is Lisa and I am an independent podcaster and I've followed this story since 2023. And just a request, before we start, please, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter on www.mushroom.murdertrial.com. It's full of updates and information about the trial. The purpose of today's episode is to give you an idea of what to expect today, April 28 and beyond. This morning, eyes are on the town of Morwell, Victoria, in southeastern Australia, as the trial of the Department of Public Prosecutions versus Erin Trudi Patterson gets underway. The hearings are being conducted in the Trobe Magistrates Court in also the town of Morwell, and it's about 152 kilometres east of the state capital of Victoria, Melbourne. Ms. Patterson, a teaching student, is facing 3 alleged murder charges related to the 2023 deaths of 3 people and alleged attempted murder. She is pleading not guilty to all charges following the lunch held at her home on July 29, 2023. In these court hearings, Ms. Patterson's fate is in the hands of a group of everyday Australians who will constitute a jury who will ultimately decide based on the evidence presented. These hearings, conducted under the auspices of the Supreme Court of Victoria, have generated interest. However, it's important to respect Australia's legal proceedings and adhere to strict reporting guidelines so we do not prejudice this trial. This trial is a key moment in a case that has continued to spark interest. But today the trial finally begins, and with it, the facts of what happened in July 2023. This case, as it unfolds, we will bear witness to the legal process at work. It's important for us to respect the legal restrictions. Australian law has strict rules around contempt of court, meaning we can't speculate on the outcome, discuss evidence before it's presented before a jury, or assume the nature of the verdict. I arrived here yesterday. The weather here is chilly and bracing, but there's a bit of an energy in the air as we all prepare for the event. It's the kind of cold that cuts through your jacket, but there's an energy in this town today. Ms. Patterson elected to have her trial close to home in Leongatha rather than in Melbourne, as is her right under Australian law. This Gippsland region is known for its rich history in coal mining and power generation. It's also home to some of Australia's largest power stations and has historically been a major source of electricity for the country. It stretches through towns such as Morwell, Sale, Moe, and it is a significant part of this Gippsland region, which is also very physically striking. It is a beautiful contrast of farming and the ocean. Ms. Patterson will be represented by the esteemed barrister Colin Mandy, Senior Counsel. In Australia, a barrister is an independent specialist advocate and advisor in law. They undertake highly competitive training and possess specialist knowledge and experience. The prosecution has been led throughout the pre-trial process by Jane Warren of the Department of Public Prosecutions. So I will continue to be on location in South Gippsland for the first week of these proceedings. After that, I will be popping in and out and attending other hearings over the course of the trial. Our focus at the Mushroom Murder Trial podcast will remain on fair reporting of the trial as it happens. So thank you so much for listening to me today. Make sure you follow the Mushroom Murder Trial podcast so you don't miss out on our trial coverage. We'll be here every step of the way this week. Do you want to find out what happens next? And what can we expect as the trial continues? Stay tuned. Make sure you follow the Mushroom Murder Trial podcast. And thank you for listening. For more information, go to the website, mushroommurdertrial.com. Plus, I'm on Instagram at Erin_pod. You can find me on Facebook as well. Just search for the podcast, the Mushroom Murder Trial Podcast. I will put links in the show notes to those social media accounts. And if you feel like rewarding me, now I'm just a little independent podcaster up against some huge media organisations. But I'm determined to bring this to you. I'm quite experienced in true crime. I've done Jeffrey Epstein, the fraud case with Tom Girardi. So if you'd like to consider making a donation for rewarding me for my work, I have a Buy Me a Coffee membership, which allows you to pay $5 and I get a coffee. It's very exciting. This goes towards the editing, studio hire, liability insurance, equipment, sound, voiceovers, and travel accommodation while I'm away from home. Plus, there's exclusive membership material on the site just for you. Thank you again. I appreciate your time and we will be back very soon. In the spirit of reconciliation, the podcaster acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connection to land, sea and community. We pay our respect to elders past and present, and we extend all respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples today. Thank you.